mind is okay. She off your mind, like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego politico, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't the politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my ego, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my ego diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo.
The Yom Al-Qiyamah. Allah ina gana gan shi when I was in captivity. I saw that. I saw horror. I still have nightmares, bad nightmares. Say an rike ni har yau har gobe. Akan horrors din da na gani. Akan horrors din da na gani. That's why I left Nigeria. That's why I'm here. But wallahi tallahi, if you have not been through what we've been through, a lot of us that have been in captivity and been raped multiple times by terrorists, you would not know. You would not know the pain. You would not know the agony. Nobody stood. Nobody believed me. Nobody said anything. Nobody helped me. No one. No one. And that's what's happening right now to our children. That's what's happening right now to our children. They're being killed. Nobody's believing them. Nobody's saying anything. I'm angry. Nobody's accepting any refugee from northern Nigeria. Nobody. I was raped. I was raped. I was raped by terrorists. I was raped. I was naked. I still have marks on my arm. I know what's going on. I know the pain. I know the pain. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
You too. And yes, we like.
Good evening to you. Good morning to you and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live.
Lórí Facebook. And yes, we like. Lórí YouTube. And yes, we like. bàbá gbẹ̀wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra ìjọ ìgbádìyẹ.
Today, we are dying, Baba. We are killing us, Baba. Baba, Baba, we are begging. Baba, police. Baba, we are dying. Baba, we can't travel Kaduna to Abuja. Baba, we can't travel Kaduna to Abuja. Baba, they are killing us in Niger. Baba, they are killing us in Kaduna. Baba, they are killing us in Africa everywhere. Baba, we are your sons.
Katsina, Sokoto, Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa.
Nigeria, we are dying, Baba. Baba, we are dying.
Please,
Baba, you are dying.
Our dear governor, send our message to His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. Baba, we are dying. Baba Ganduje, Nigerians are dying. Baba Ganduje, Nigerians are dying. Baba Buhari, Nigerians are dying. We want peace.
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 Safety.
Security.
Security.
Sometimes people say there is no peace for the wicked. At the same time, people say when the wicked are being punished, the innocent also suffers. That will be the narrative for tonight. Elections have consequences. We have said that. And as much as we continue to talk about the killings, which many pretended they could hide by blaming the people who have nothing to do with their problem. I'm talking about the northern Voltrons now, the Vuvuzelas, especially on social media, where some of them have been deployed to remind their compatriots from northern Nigeria who have been trending North is bleeding, secure North hashtags on social media. And this has already triggered other actions. It has triggered other events in the last 48 hours. And as you are watching this video, there could be an eruption in northern Nigeria in the next couple of days. But don't hold me for my word on that, okay? Because the reason why you should know is that when it's, you won't be in shock. And since we said it will be spontaneous, that could be the spark. I will likely get you to that point today. Buhari and gang used ethnic, political manipulation, ethnic, religious, political manipulation to gain power, and then abandoned the people who gave them that power. Now, the same people who felt like as long as Buhari is in power, then one day Allah will look down, will look upon them and bring them peace. They are coming to that terms now. An Hausa organization just came out to declare this. Today, I'm going to start from there. Read word for word. But have you heard the word prebendalism before? Okay, we'll come back to that. I want you, those of you who actually got what I just said now, prebendalism. If you know the meaning, drop it in the comment section. I'm going to read this word for word from those who have now called for the resignation of Buhari, and they want him to resign with immediate effect, or they will shut down the northern Nigeria, in which they have started, by the way. And for you to know that it is a serious thing on its own, yeah? Whatever this new agenda is, I have no clue, but you have the right to know. For you to know that it is a serious stuff, their DSS, they have been walking around the clock, picking up people, inviting this, inviting that, trying to caution them, don't let politicians use you. And then while on social media, they have other people who they have deployed to remind them that it is haram, it is haram. To protest against your leaders, to protest against insecurity is haram. So that is to tell you that it is a serious stuff, right? Now, this organization came out today, they are so different. They didn't come out as Northern Nigeria, wherever, Northern Nigeria Forum. They are very clear. They are called the Hausa Association of Nigeria, also known as Kungiyar Hausawan Nigeria, or Kuhan, or Kuhan. So they have asked Buhari to resign. Word for word, though, open letter. Said, where's that starter? Hang on. Right. Said, as an Hausa association, we deem it necessary to write you this open letter to portray the true picture of Hausa's mood during this trying time. We thought we have chosen a Messiah based on your saying, in quotes, we are going to secure this country. We are going to manage it properly. We will continue to improve the security situation, economic and fighting corruption, unquote. But it turned out to be fictitious lies. Turuji and co. Turuji is the leader of the terrorists in northern Nigeria now, after Shekau. They said Turuji and co. are high-profile, deadly Fulani terrorists, but still nowhere to be found because they are just a threat to Hausas rather than your sovereignty, while Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho could be found even beyond our territory. The ones that live in Zamfara, the forest of Niger, cannot be found because he's a Fulani terrorist, the leader. The most basic obligation you were bestowed with as a president when you were sworn in is to protect lives and property. But under your watch, hundreds, if not thousands of atrocities and genocide were carried out on Hausas. Our people are always incarcerated, killed, while our mothers and daughters are being raped mercilessly without tangible measures to tackle the menace. On so many occasions, you have bragged to crush the bandits and proclaimed to take necessary actions, but all in vain. The bandits are now matured to dictate to our collective population because of your empty threats. It has been happening for over 5 years, and these terrorists are known as, we have been seeing them on so many occasions with Sheikh Abubakar Gumi, even with serving governors, yet they could not be apprehended and dealt with. The answer is one, because they are not a threat to this administration, while those that seems to be a threat are already in jail, Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. That is why a whole Minister of Information named them just an ordinary criminal, but called Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. We, Hausas, have regretted supporting and voting you massively. Therefore, we call for your resignation with immediate effects, as we suspect the worst ahead under your administration. It's like people they've made up their mind that, oh boy, forget it, it'll get worse. These people will kill us and kill us and kill us until they are tired of killing. And they will never get tired of killing until they are stopped. So you see, one thing that Buhari did, and is still doing, is that even if before now you have your doubts about whatever is wrong with Nigeria, that, you know what, Nigeria can still work. It's just a poor leadership, this and that. All those things that gives you your doubt that Nigeria doesn't really need to either break into regions or break completely into different countries. Your doubts, just like the Hausas, and like so many other people who are still keeping quiet. So many other tribes who are still keeping quiet, speaking in hushed tones and all of that. Buhari will make your doubts real. That, listen, all those doubts, forget it. They are not there. Nigeria is not real. It is so easy to say homogeneous, northern Nigeria. But you and me, all of us, we know that if you put the entire 36 states in Nigeria, if you put them on the table like this, right? Number one, you have 6 geopolitical zones. 3 of them up north, 3 of them down south. However, the one homogeneous north they make you believe is pretty much like one Islamic north, which is not true. And we will continue to repeat that. Among this population that makes up the entire north, even by their state definition, you will get to know that northern Nigeria is not Islamic region. The ideology of the terrorists, let's start with those who are killing people because of their religion, the Boko Haram and ISWAP. Then let's talk about those who are killing people because of their lands in order to repossess their land and rename their villages. And who are those? Fulani terrorists. All these ideologies, they have targeted, they have targeted population because northern Nigeria is not one Islamic region in any part of, as part of Nigeria. I have this map that I always use when I'm talking about this. You have 19 states in northern Nigeria, 19. Out of those 19, if you list them, you will have to pick, if they say northern Nigeria, you will have to pick the following states. And I want you to tell me if these states are also Islamic states. Even Sokoto, that they have made the caliphate and what have you. The state called Sokoto, you will still find Hausas there in their different hamlets and their communities that are Christians and other religions and what have you, not entirely Islamic place. Now, those who have been caught up in these killings in northern Nigeria, they are mostly, Hausas and some other tribes from that part. Now, let's use these following states. When they mention 19 states from northern Nigeria, they would count Jos, Plateau State, which is Jos. Can you 100% say Jos is a Islamic state? It's up to you. They will count Kogi. They will count Benue. They will also count Nasarawa. Please give me some names if I can pick them up. By the time you start counting in fingers, you will realize that the core state where you will see, core Fulanis, they are mostly in the minority in the north. And when you begin to break that down in parts, that idea of Islamic North will fizzle out completely. Then the picture of where are these killings happening and who are those who continue to use intimidation and threats to shut the locals down, the people who are the victims. They consider them as minority, but trust me, they are not. But what actually makes them minority in northern Nigeria is because they don't have access to power like many of the rest of Nigeria. And once you don't have that access, you just cling on to the general, something like a general insurance. We are all northerners, when in fact, nothing like all northerners. We are one northern Nigeria actually brings anything to the table. Safety, prosperity, security, nothing to the table. Because the real people who are the victims, when you go to Southern Kaduna, when you go to all these places where People are being massacred en masse. Now, this is not even like a make-up story. In Kaduna, people got killed in their communities. Villages got ransacked. Entire, people got massacred. And after a month or two, the government of Kaduna renamed those communities. And the government of Kaduna, sorry, I have this fly that I don't want to keep, sorry. Within a month or two, government of Kaduna, El Rufaya, they changed the name of those communities. They gazetted them in Kaduna State Government book, and they appointed them here into those areas. In the media, they were reported as farmers, others, clashes. Meanwhile, the people from those communities where they said clashes, many of them have been killed. Many of them have ended up in refugee camps that they called IDP camp. So when they talk about attacks, kidnappings, killings, but the only thing that now will make people who kept quiet, because somehow, most of the news is about kidnapping people from the church, kidnapping children from their schools, right? And for some reason, when children were kidnapped from Islamic schools in northern Nigeria, because I have all this on record too, there are some level of belief that the terrorists will release them. And when children are kidnapped from Christian schools, right? It is the same kind of silence. If they release them, fine. If they don't release them, fine. But generally, some of the people who are supposed to react, at least add voice, but chose to keep quiet, they were doing so because of what they believe as, well, it doesn't matter, at least I'm a Muslim. I can only say what I think will help, and if they are not going to do it, it doesn't really matter. Until now, there are people now know that this terrorism of a thing, especially the one you have in Nigeria, you are not spared, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim. The Christian communities who have done so many documentaries, these are evidence, investigated documentaries that are actually right there at the United Nations, right there at the United States Congress, right there at the UK Parliament, where reports of ongoing massacres in Nigeria have been well documented. Mostly from this part of the northern Nigeria. But lately, Imam, Moscow, it doesn't really matter anymore. Governor, anybody is at the, you are prone of getting kidnapped or getting killed. That simply means people are coming to that reality that if you think because you are a northerner and somehow Buhari is a benefit to you simply because you haven't been killed yet, or a family member of yours hasn't been kidnapped yet, or your community or village hasn't been attacked, ransacked, and people killed there yet, just wait for it. Because some other people are beginning to know that nobody is indeed spared. And as you are watching this video, I'm not joking, even though people will say, Baba, we don't see that before. Nothing they happen. But there are those who have told us, and they said, if Nigeria is to witness any revolution, it must start from northern Nigeria. And since people have pretended long enough And now that Sokoto Caliphate is on fire, and even those who held sway and believe they have power over Nigeria are now scared. They are scared because they have no clue of whatever Buhari is doing anymore. Now, somehow, it is a redemption time. So if Nigeria is going to explode, it will start from northern Nigeria. Waiting happened last year is about to repeat itself. How? I don't know. But you are going to see more of this. People have been arrested and people have been, you know what I mean? People have been questioned, threatened, intimidated. That is a government that is in panic. If you look at all of their playbook, the workbook on people they have termed enemies, yeah, it is the same one. They have to first invite, threaten, intimidate, and all of that. If that doesn't work, then they will attack your personality. Oh, you know this girl? Do you know this girl? No, we don't know. It's the girl who was campaigning for Atiku. It's a PDP girl. She's a PDP girl. Oh, you know that guy? You see that one complaining there? That one was the one campaigning for Showore. They are all losers. Yes, we know that there is insecurity problem there, but they should not be the one to talk about it. If that fails, then they will declare you wanted. That simply means somehow, you have managed to convince more people. And here is another one. They said, if I have to agree with some of you who said it's not realistic, Mayegun. Well, there are many things that people say it's not realistic until they happen. Okay? But however, if I have to agree with you, I was following, you know me, they do my kurukere, they monitor them. They monitor moves, conversations here and there, what they are plotting, because they actually are really working on how they are going to take down northern Nigeria until Buhari resigns. This is something that they now said that in case, you know what I mean? That in case if Buhari's government starts arresting, as usual, kidnapping people for trying to bring down his government, as usual, in northern Nigeria, they now called on the northern lawyers that if you are a lawyer from northern Nigeria, you need to subscribe in case if this whole thing gets to that level. This week that you are going into, you go hear it go loud. How loud it's going to be, nobody knows, okay? But somehow, we need lawyers. That was when people who were supposed to be lawyers, you'll be hearing the Ali-Sheikh Tamfiri, Ali-Sheikh Tankudi, and all of that. You know, you see all of them on there. La Jama is haram. We cannot protest, it's haram. Quran chapter, Hadith verse chapter number. Is haram. You cannot protest against insecurity. Let us just go and pray. Lawyers, though there are some lawyers who are already subscribing from the north. So if you hear the banger, boo, 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 I don't want you to be there like, hey, now family business. You need to be ready too. It is what everybody is looking for. Something needs to spark. Or else these criminals, they will kill everybody. And nothing will happen. America will look away. UK will continue to look away. Because as far as the UK is concerned, business is fine with Nigeria. It's just with little hiccups. You know what I mean? But if they hear boom, boom, it don't loud, they don't carry Sultan, enter Akumi. Sultan don't jump or enter Akumi cross desert to the Sultan don't there on his way to so place. So he don't loud though. Even Buhari himself, he don't go join his wife in Dubai by you, it don't loud. UK will then say, we need to bring peace, we need to bring, you know what I mean? So that if you all decide that, Baba, now their own business, forget it, you cannot trust them. I am telling you that, you see that thing where we say, they kick you inside, kick you, and you are doing a strong man. Sai Baba, you do, they do strong man, if the thing enter you, well, enter you, you go begin the make a ha. To say Sai, you go say Kai Baba, and that is what many of them are saying now. Kai Baba. You say Sai Baba, they will beat you up. There are those who are still ready. All of you who are going to say Kai Baba, Kai Baba, Kai Baba, Kai Baba. But you, my brothers and sisters, who have been under the armor for the past 6 years, and these guys, these Buhari idiots, these cyber barbarians, these these social media bandits and Facebook adsmen and the rest of them continue to tell you that, Baba, it be like say you the craze. See, but this Nigeria, I am tired of this country. Killing every day. What is going on? I say, but Nigeria is fine now. Maybe it's you. And then you are like, you are on social media and you see people saying, that's your problem. If Nigeria doesn't work for you, you can go to anywhere else. Nigeria is fine. And sometimes you begin to ask yourself that, oh, wait, am I the one who gets, something like, wait, am I the one who is not normal? Because how could these people pretend that everything is fine? And here I am so crazy that how people are dying, people are this and that, and this one are telling me that you shut up your mouth, you are enemy of progress. Nigeria is progressing. You get what I mean now? Those who sell us on social media and the rest of them, they are still going to be there. But you have been under the armor. Many people, the way Nigeria affected so many people, no be say direct. Nigeria has messed up people's mental health. Yeah? For example, you have a country where they have thousands of people, thousands in captivity of terrorists. God knows how people survive. Some of them have been in captivity for months. Some have been forgotten, family in disarray. Then they release them. Children as young as 2 years old, kidnapped by terrorists, boom, into the forest for weeks. Yet, you have a country that doesn't really give a damn. If they kidnap you and they kill you, do you know what that means? Who they enter heaven after collecting four bullets to their head, to their chest? Who enter heaven when they slit your throat? Which kind, if heaven, if they go, how you want to enter? You know, go hold your neck, enter heaven. Now, be that. But if you come back, alhamdulillah, rabbil alamin. And if my brothers and sisters in the Lord give it, the Lord take it. And if you say you know make am. You know that kind of thing, maybe they won't go tell your family they don't kidnap you. They don't kidnap pastor. They just killed one Ekwa bishop or an Ekwa pastor from the same northern Nigeria. He didn't make it. The Lord give it. The Lord take it. But if he made it, glory, glory, we should do thanksgiving, which is what Boko Haram and gang have conditioned you to be. Now it's up to you if you take it or not. So for those of you who have been under the hammer, for those of you who maybe say Nigeria don't make you say, I will be speaking to some people and they'll say, Baba, my ego. People wait normal for this Lagos. They no reach 8. So, but some people tell me, say people wait normal for Lagos, no reach 5. They say, that's how you will know that we are all not normal. If you meet another person, that one will tell you that people wait normal for Lagos, no reach 2. To know the grade of the abnormality, you will know. Because people know how much Nigeria has messed them up. And every abnormalities they know that looks normal, even though Nigeria never touched them, like say SARS grabbed them or they raid them from wherever you, or what do you call Boko Haram, you can't read Psalm 101 to Psalm 1003 and the rest of them, yeah? And every other thing that God, who know the version of that, right? Nigeria messes up with us. Messes up. Even when you know the Nigeria, people have told me, why you they take Duam? How you they take Duam? You talk about Nigeria all the time. Like, how you need to take care of your mental health. I said, do you think person will normal if talk about Nigeria? You're talking about an abnormal, unreal place. To talk about it, you have to get into that abnormality level to let everybody know, say, oh boy, now crazy people. They run the world where some of people were normal. They try normal. In the world, they say, Mayego, in this world where we are trying, we are all trying. We are trying a lot to be normal. Then Nigeria can't happen to you. It is turn by turn Nigeria Limited. So for those of you who have been under the hammer, who have been, who have been outspoken, who have expressed yourself the way you know better, they have called you names, they have attacked you, they have abused you, they have whatever. It doesn't matter. Now, turn by turn Nigeria Limited, our Hausawa Kunman. What is her name again? Give me a sec. Because I want to tell them that we appreciate you. We like what you are doing. We want you to keep it up. If you call, people go answer. People dey jail for telling Boko Haram to fight insecurity in northern Nigeria. Some people dey exile. They are in exile for asking Boko Haram and APC to fix insecurity in Nigeria. Some people dey grave. They dey under 6 feet for asking, demanding for Boko Haram to fix insecurity in Nigeria. So that you are still here, my brothers and sisters. Kunan. Kungiyar Hausawan Nigeria. And that is Kunan. Thank you. Keep it up. Talk to other team, other groups, and the rest of them. Yeah? And the southern Nigeria that they told you were enemies of the north for simply asking Boko Haram to please value people's lives. Please, for whatever it is, save people's lives. Don't take them. And since Boko Haram is deaf and dumb, they say now people of Benue. You remember Agatu massacre? You see that deaf and dumb where they do Buhari, where the Russian call London that time, come fixing here, right? They say now people of Agatu and Benue. It's every morning before the kokoro cool, they will wake up and they will say, Buhari o, Buhari o, Buhari o. You know, Fulani terrorists are killing them. And the Miyetti declared their governor wanted. A terrorist group declared the governor of a state wanted. So they said, na Benue people, they shall go, Buhari o, Buhari o, early in the morning. And so Buhari just go deaf. Everybody they talk to her. Now sign language, when they don't turn to sign language, that's when they say, well, we'll go have to flush this here or this is don't block. You don't appeal to dictators. They outlive their usefulness, their threats, intimidation, and killings. At some point, will no longer deter people. Southern Nigeria, who happens to be the golden goose that lays the golden egg that your criminal leaders were fleecing, and they use that money to feed propaganda that says, every time people says, this man na criminal, say, Buhari na crook, na thief. When I know they see 419, all this thing, all of you, you know they know say, now these guys are thieves. And you turn around and you say, no, your papa na thief, your mama na thief. I say, waiting, my papa steal from you. Absolutely nothing. Aisha Buhari lives in Dubai. Buhari himself, we don't even know where he lives. He visits Nigeria, spends some time, and he disappears again. And you are used to that in your way. Mm-hmm. So I was talking earlier, by the way, just I would use something like this for my illustration. The Southern Nigeria that they made you think are your enemies. If the Hausawa who believed then that Buhari was doing things in their interest in northern Nigeria, even though they know that the communities that are being ransacked and people being killed, yeah, they are communities owned by the Hausas, populated by them, and other communities. Look at this map, right? I love using this because it gives me a kind of clearer picture. One sec. Right. So I'm having issue with my what do you call it? With my camera. But I'll come back to this, okay? Give me a sec. I even want to drink water. I think I should drink one. A moment. Anyway, thank you. My eyes just caught a comment there. My brother, Gareth. If you can hear me anyway, Gareth McGrath. Tonight is that we are talking about the failure of the northern political class. And in hiding their failure, they decided to pit the northern Nigeria against the southern Nigeria, which already have their own agitation against those we believe are pro-war Nigeria, and those who are indeed still working enough to undermine the demand of the people of the South. So we are not by any means ever, ignoring them. But tonight is about those for long who have agreed that it is normal for Buhari to jail Nnamdi Kanu and continue to kill the IPOB members, right? Who have committed no crime, except when these guys, when Buhari's government and their fellow political class in the eastern Nigeria, the same ones you are talking about, until they decided to field what they call the unknown gunmen, which was never in any way in existence, before, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB were agitating for Biafra. Don't let us miss it, okay? Don't let us mix it up. Tonight is just about, for this while, government of Buhari spent a lot of resources and killed a lot of people to prove to northern Nigeria and most of their people, as we have seen on social media, and even with their clerics and some of their public commentators, senators, governors, who have made serious commentary in condemning the demand and the requests of the southern Nigeria for a restructured Nigeria, a regionalized Nigeria, and the rest. So nobody is in the southern Nigeria. If you see anybody in southern Nigeria who is blaming Buhari and supporting Ohaneze and the rest of the political class, is a one Nigerian, which everyone has right to. I've told people, okay, as you want Biafra, there are Igbos who don't want Biafra, and they have the right to choose whatever they want. It is yours, because if you ask them why, they'll probably tell you why. And it is yours to convince them enough that will make them see reasons with you, right? But there will always be people that will vote no. Then there are people that will vote yes, okay? But again, look at this map. Sorry, I spent a lot of time there trying to answer Gareth. It's just that I'm always like that, yeah? If my eye caught or, see anything, somehow I'll try to chip in. And that is called digression, okay? However, look at this map. This is why you should take that statement I read back to you serious. I said from the beginning of this broadcast that back then, it was easier to sell one Nigeria agenda, right, to a majority of Nigerians until Buhari came, okay? It was Buhari that took away all pretenses. It was APC, Egbekegbe, that made everyone realize that where you come from really do matter in those who control the leverage of power, right? Your access to that is decided or determined by where you come from, if you have any relationship with them. And you see that mentality. People have been presidents before Buhari. They have never been clannish as Buhari. Somebody who was so close to being clannish, right, is Goodluck Egbere Jolantan. But guess what? When it comes to the when it comes to the political appointments, sharing of offices and all of that, as they call it, federal character, he never failed in that. But they said his people were everywhere in Abuja. People were dressing the same way people are dressing like Malam now in Abuja, and everywhere people are, everywhere you go to, you think you are in Kano or you are in Sokoto if you go to any government buildings, right? So until Buhari came, now you see all those lopsided appointments from the beginning of his government were things that started showing the other ethnic nationalities in northern Nigeria that, oh boy, they just take this government in the name of the North. Baba, this thing now, Fulani government of Nigeria, Jari. But they couldn't say it because they're already in it. You heard what they read. I mean, you heard me there when I read their statement. They said Buhari lied to them. Let me see if I can get that up again. They said Buhari, that they trusted Buhari, yeah, and they voted for Buhari because they thought they saw Messiah, Olugbala. You know this Olugbala, it's Messiah. He said, Asan, where's that again? I want to see where they say something about Messiah. We thought we saw Messiah. Messiah called Professor Bellani. Where's that place again, Jerry? Yeah. So that as an Hausa association, we deem it necessary to write you this open letter to portray the true picture of Hausa's mood during this trying time. We thought we have chosen a Messiah based on your saying, blah, 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 blah. The Messiah can't be like, can't end up as a 419 guy man. But it can't difficult for them to come out and say, oh boy, they've duped us. So now you see this map is why all of now will be Hausas. Look at yourself. Now, original Nigeria, today, the place they call Nigeria, this is the original map, okay? Where you can know where everybody come from with their true name, tribal name, right? Look at that yellow place up there. Everywhere you see yellow, there are places where you see Hausa people. You see that greener part? You have a lot of tribes there who speak Kanuri. So you can say they are Kanuris. Okay? Because you see Banga, you see Mobar, you see Badawai, you see Koyam, and all these places, they are northern Nigeria. And if you continue to look forward, right? Look at those places in blue. You will see Kambari, Baji, the owners of Abuja, the Nupe people who shared border with the Yoruba people. You see the Debo people, Bari people, all of them in Abuja area. What is today's Abuja? You see the Igala people. Once you begin to come down to, before you get, so Igala people in Kogibo. Before you get to that, you see the TV people on your right, which are the people mostly from Benue, Plateau, and all those areas too, yeah? And you see all those blue areas. They are the people where they are the indigenous people of those places. But if you should get to look at the map today, the Nigerian map of today, if they begin to put people traditionally where they should be, the map will no longer look like this anymore. Are you with me? It doesn't look like this anymore. They have wreaked enough havoc in that part of the country than they have told you. Many of those communities, they are no longer, even though they are internally in Nigeria, under government of Nigeria, but they are no longer under the government of Nigeria anymore. People are already paying taxes. Listen, Turuji, the new terrorist leader there, well, the one we know his name anyway. Turuji will send letter to communities that we give you 4 days to pay your 15 million levy. They call it levy, tax. In Sokoto State, they are collecting it. In Zamfara State, they are paying tax here to terrorists. In Niger State, they are paying tax. They are paying taxes there to terrorists. In Borono, in Katsina, where Buhari comes from, they are paying terrorists there taxes. But the most beautiful line from the Buhari idiots, the Sai barbarians, most especially the ones from southwest Nigeria, who have been waiting for a day that they will likely push their Jaga bandits to become the Buhari Pro Max. Especially them. In South, let's start again. Yeah. So it's always good to let you know that even when they try to underplay it, all these things are happening there. Sometimes I ask myself that what exactly are they actually going to hold on to? Buhari, where it comes from. Yeah. Where Buhari comes from. Thousands, tens of thousands of people have either been killed, captured, or displaced, and they are living in refugee camps as we speak, suffering the worst you can think of. Think about children under these whole circumstances. Children. That is what made this woman cry, to say, even them that are victims, nobody cares for them. International community, local community, Legbegbe community, whatever you want to call it, nobody cares for anybody because they know what is going on in Nigeria. When you are tired to them, una go deal with una problems. Imagine children, what they are doing to children. But they are never priority to the government that pretend to be fighting them and at the same time rehabilitating them. Women, just think of that for a sec. I mean,
the Yom al-Qiyamah. Allah ina gana gan shi when I was in captivity. I saw that. I saw horror. I still have nightmares, bad nightmares. Sai an rike ni har yau har gobe. Akan horrors din da na gani. Akan horrors din da na gani. That's why I left Nigeria. That's why I'm here. But wallahi tallahi, if you have not been through what we've been through, a lot of us that have been in captivity and been raped multiple times by terrorists, you would not know. You would not know the pain. You would not know the agony. Nobody stood. Nobody believed me. Nobody said anything. Nobody helped me. No one. No one. And that's what's happening right now to our children. That's what's happening right now to our children. They're being killed. Nobody's believing them. Nobody's saying anything. I'm angry. Nobody's accepting any refugee from northern Nigeria. Nobody. I was raped. I was raped. I was raped by terrorists. I was raped. I was naked. I still have marks on my arm. I know what's going on. I know the pain. I know the pain.
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal haƙuri an ta fi ya haƙuri amin ya haƙuri an ta fi an ta wafi haƙuri da Allah.
People don't know Corona. This is what it looks like.
And that could be anybody. Trust me, that could be anybody. And that is what it is like in most homes. And they are not allowed to talk about it. It is haram to protest against the people in authority, in power. And since APC, Egbekegbe came, first they came for the Shiites. They killed over 1,000 of them, denied them, took their bodies and gave them mass burial in a shallow grave, dug by the Kaduna state government, led by Kaduna Littlefinger, the El Rufaya of Kaduna. Then they went for the IPOB, where they killed 28 innocent people and the family dog at Maazin Nnamdi Kanu's house. After that, they went after Omoyele Sowore. Revolution Now killed more than 10 innocent people across Nigeria, jailed as many as possible. After that, they went after the youth, who you could call bipartisan. They had no affiliation to any political whatever. They were just asking the government to stop police brutality, to stop police profiling of young people. And what did the government do? They went after them and massacred them en masse. And they then denied all of this. Nobody is held responsible. Rather, the perpetrators got promoted, rewarded to something pretty much higher with better pay. Eventually, when they have nobody to go for anymore, they will come for you, their praise singers. There is always going to be that time. And something tells me we are close to that time. And it is my own job to continue to tell you to stay prepared and stay woke. Stay prepared, stay woke. Like is that the man of war? Watch and pray. Saying at the north, the revolution go break out. My brother said, Baba, now their own business be that. If you hear boom, it don't happen from the north. Mokuna, put on your trekkers, put on your, joggies, put on your trainers, and make it real. Every protest is called insurrection in Nigeria. And that simply means you are staging a coup to overthrow them. It doesn't matter your grievance or grievances. If we now just stay like maybe 30, 40, carry placard, walk about, we no go gree, small tear gas, all of them go disperse. You see, the moment you begin to say we are organizing in this state, that state, nationwide, that is a big deal. That will put them into their sleepless nights. And if you look at all they have done in all of their 7 years, those the critics, they considered enemies, that they have expended so much resources on to get them out of circulation. As much as they have spent time and resource and money that they have spent, they've continued to lose. On Sowore, they lost. On the Shiites, what's this their leader name? They lost. Zazaki and his wife. On Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, they lost. On Nnamdi Kanu, they are running away from court. On Sunday, they lost. Look at most people that they are, including all the NSAS protesters they picked up. They lost. They are a bunch of losers that others who brought them to power thinks that somehow to save themselves from perpetual lifetime disgrace and embarrassment, as if this is not enough, right? Is to die with the unfortunate Buhari's regime, which is also very good, a choice. But you should just probably think it through when they are done with everybody that they considered enemies. They shut down Twitter. They don't care about any of you. Millions of you who are running your businesses through Twitter, legitimately, even paying taxes. They don't care. They shut it down. And that's it. They told the media never to allow anybody to come on their platform to discuss Fulani terrorists or to condemn the Buhari's government. And so far, they call it media gag. Media gag. They have been so primitive, they have been so cold-hearted that every policy of theirs has hurt Nigeria more, put Nigeria in debt, put Nigerians in poverty, and continue to what? To pick Nigeria as a terrorist destination, a terrorist hotspot in Africa and in the world. All of their policies. How long do you think it's going to take them before they come for you? All it will take is just one single disagreement. That's it. She be in our government. We can talk to her. We are the one defending the government. Let us just go out and tell the government that we are not happy. We want them to do this. We love them. This and that. You will be the new enemy that they will come for. Now, you see those all the people who have been standing up. We are going to stand up. We're going to protest. So all of them, they have intimidated and threatened to silence. And many others, they have put under their radar. And the rest of them, yeah, it is just a matter of time. Because you know why? Most of them have once been the promoters, the supporter, the defender of the failure called Buhari. I agree with you, Mike. Mike, I agree with you. If Buhari is going to go for third term, you see all of this whole thing, they will bury it for now. I know that. But at the same time, it will like say, the reason why that could work back then was because they continue to say, we are one North. Don't let the South divide us. So don't trust those Southerners. So if not, ask yourself this question. If not, waiting Benue, waiting Plateau, waiting Kogi, they do inside their Northern Nigeria meeting. Are they Northern Nigeria? Are they, what do you call it? Are they Northerners, so to say? As they don't draw the line, as they remap everywhere, they push everybody there. They say people of Benue, they are Northerners. TV people are Northerners. These other people are Northerners. So even though they sometimes we say they are Middle Beltans, but when they say they are doing the Northern Governors Forum meeting, you will see Benue there. You will see Kogi there. You will see Plateau there. You will see Kwara State there. You will see where else again? Some of these places that are indeed, and you'll be asking yourself, or more. Say not them make that decision and they agreed. They say, yeah, they agreed. So when they are done with those they call enemies, they will come for you. So if you don't think that can happen, well, Sudanese, they tolerated Omar al-Bashir for 21 years. It was everything. The guy was drunk, complete Ologogoro. But he's also Alaji, president of the Alaji, you know. Meanwhile, he's a drunkard. He's a guy who, well, he's a president anyway. But he continued to put that bed sheet over his head to lie to the rest of the country. Now, the children we don't give birth to, when he overthrew the government before he made himself civilian president, children they gave birth to that time. Now, them staged the revolution that sent him to jail. Now, you may say, yeah, the Southern, Nigeria, that will never happen in Nigeria. I understand. Some of you have lived long enough, right? That you have seen a lot. And you were like, no, it's never going to happen. Me too. I want to believe that it won't happen. But at the same time, I want it to happen. There's a generation that didn't just get raised by Ilekeu or Sheikh Osama Gumi and co. They were not raised that way only. They also have access to internet. That generation are the generation will go change them for everybody. The same thing in Southern Nigeria. That is the generation, impatient generation that's going to change it for everybody. It's better maybe they tell them why. Because some of them are already finding out. So it's a matter of time. I am kind of optimistic about that. And if you are not, I understand. I understand. So there's nothing like some people deceiving people. It's a game of power. All right? The political class, they are friends. They only tell you about all these, Don't provoke me. Don't do this. Don't do that. I am fighting for my people. Yeah, this is all kind of for face only. They are all friends. Because the agenda is to keep Nigeria one. And pretend that they don't know all your differences. Pretend about it. Except when there is a political contest. Then they can use all your differences to talk, to campaign to you. They are friends. Well, that's the question I do ask myself. Waiting Benue they do inside another Nigeria meeting. Waiting Jos, waiting Kwara, waiting Kogi they do there. It's because they are programmed to be part of it. They are called minority. Shamefully, they are called the minority in the north. And some of them agree to that. So when people say this country is not working, we will break them into everybody's region. Before Buhari, the people of Medobet, they were aligned with the north. They was, no. Nigeria, no, we are with them. Oh. But a generation is coming up now that are questioning that, and they are not going to agree with that for long. That generation is the generation I am talking to. Because if I should be talking to all of you alone, all of you like myself, dry fish, it could be like I won't try bend you, because some of you have seen a lot. To you, some things they just can't happen. Just same way some people told me, I don't forget it. You can never trust the Igbos. No matter what you do to them. You know why some people are also with the belief that don't listen to this Mayegun. Don't trust this Yoruba. You see all those kind of mindset. They started somewhere. So if I'm trying to change you, it go be like say, oh, my friend Jare, I understand. I'm talking to the generation that would likely not listen to excuses. Religion, tribe, and all these things will not be able to stop them. Once they know that indeed, not them future, these guys are looting and stealing away from them. And nobody will lie to them to hate on their fellow brothers from elsewhere, simply because he's a Muslim, I'm a Christian, or he's a Christian, I'm a Hinduist, or what have you. When you have that generation, now them go come try blend some of you. You get what I mean? And then go come say, you see, you these young people, you are impatient. When we were younger like you, there was a way. Did you hear about Kokori? Did you hear about Shokotori? Did you hear about Magono? These are very prominent activists in Nigeria history. I was about 21 when I joined the revolution. Say, okay, bros. They tell us. Okay. But you see, all of you, all these things you are doing, this is not how to do it. You see, that generation. Activist Momodu, where is he today? If activist Momodu, an activist Adamu, an activist Shokori, and every all of them you are talking about, if they did their job, as I am today, sir, I won't be on the street. I will be in the classroom, getting proper education, because my future, that waiting happen to go. Baba coach is on job. So we should do it like a Kokori. We should do it like your activist Adamu and the rest of all of you, career activists, career cashtivists. That generation is the generation me they talk to, because when they go, they slap some of you when you turn 50, 60. They be like, say, boy, this generation don't get respect to. They say, Baba, okay. It's already happening now. But somehow, when people won't try, shine eyes. Nigeria has a way of reformatting them. And at the end of the day, people where they want to say, sir, please don't talk to me like that. They will not say, well, I have to go back there if I really want to pay my school fees. So Nigeria will shape them and they will comfort. And they say, now you are becoming a good boy. We talk, we say smart thing. Every smart thing you always, it's not easy. Look out there. There are many of your mates. They are suffering out there. I'm talking to you. You are doing like this, Nigeria will blend you and shape you. And true, if Nigeria hits you when you're a teenager, you go have to humble and start obeying them. So we are telling you, we have seen life. Nigeria is not easy. This because they knew Nigeria is not easy, right? But a generation is coming that will be like, no, bros, please, sir. That's the generation I am talking to. The generation that Nigeria is currently forming and shaping. You may not know it too. I just like to remind you, right? In the last, do you know that Nigeria democracy is now 22 years? Yeah. How many of you Make I even, how many of you that your boyfriend is 22 years old? How many of you, your girlfriend, 22 years old? Or even your wife at home, your husband married for life, 22, 23 years. That is to tell you that pikin wey dem carry in belle for 1998. And they say, make military just go, make Nigeria free. I'm going to give birth to a democracy child. More democracy. See, wait till you go tell you go call your child. I'm still thinking about some names. So make this military go first. If I give birth before May, I'm going to say Ayotide. And if I, all those kind of things, right? All those kids, all of now, where they do CC 22 years ago, you don't become grandma now. That is the effect. And you see, when you are talking about numbers, we are talking about millions of Nigerians, of children given birth to from 1999 to now. Many of them are already parents themselves. And somehow, Nigeria has happened to many of them. I wish when we got democracy in 1999, internet is everywhere. I would have been a guru because I've been reading newspaper. I've always been so curious since I was probably in primary school. Since I started reading a very long time ago, even though I've become a poor reader. Please, life don't shake me a little bit. Therefore, I may become a little bit rusty as I grow older, but I got exposed to reading from a very, very young age. So when democracy wanted to happen in 1999, I was already a teenager. I was about to leave a secondary school. If internet was there then, maybe I would have been a talk show host, talking about newspaper, talking about events politically and all of that. Maybe by now, I would have been the whiskey for all the children they gave birth to in 1999. Because most of the children they gave birth to in 1999, Nigeria didn't get any better because Nigeria didn't have any plan for them. Many of them, they have now turned to the 1 million boys we are hearing about today. All our brothers and sisters getting caught up in the desert, trying to cross and run away from poverty. They ended up in slavery in Libya. We have seen that many of these young people that were given birth to in this last 22 years with no plan, majority of them from northern Nigeria, have managed to swell the ranks of the terrorists in northern Nigeria as well, as they have been recruited from the pool of Almajiris too. As many as other people who have also 22 years. I don't know how old are you watching me, or how old is your daughter or your son. But I bet what I just told you now somehow should touch or hit a particular nerve in you. Just a reminder to tell you how far Nigeria has taken away from people, even though your child is your consolation. All right? But ask yourself, that your 22-year-old daughter, maybe still in school or already a graduate, tell me, in your own art of arts, if anything happened to you now, if something happened to you now, you as a father now, as a parent, do you think your daughter will survive? Do you think your children will survive? Let's even say the oldest of them is 22 years old, democracy child, who now knows that democracy simply means demonstration of craze, where crazy people rule normal people. And before you know it, the entire country don't go crazy. Just like they said it, they said when Buhari in 2015, Buhari no get job. Nigerians will get job, put money together to drag him out to come and be their president. Now, Buhari don't get job. 40 to 82 million Nigerians are now jobless. You see how wonder works. America wonder, come and see America. Oh, come and see Nigeria wonder, come and see Nigeria wonder. Buhari no get job 2015. All the people will get job then. Majority of them don't lose the job. Majority of them are just like they are now like Fakojiya or Shakojiya, Shakojeya. You get what I mean now? So it's up to you. If the generation that will question them, if they have been manipulated, sometimes they have not become dried bones. And these messages like this, we tell them, don't let anybody lie to you. There's nothing they will tell you now. They told you to go to school. Go to school, go to school. Some of you went to school. Last, they are saying that you are unemployable, while criminals are the ones who are leading you. I mean, for example,
Buhari is from there, Nobel laureate, President Obasanjo still living from there, MKO is from there, and a host of others. So we have a very educated electorate.
And maybe that's the reason why some of the electorates are very critical about your education background. There's been a lot of issues about your certificates. Are you worried about that?
Well,
But did you finish from University of Ife?
I never claimed to have finished from University of Ife. I went to school, University of Ife, but I didn't graduate University of Ife. I do have a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in accounting. And I would like to stop at that.
Jesus. Your business administration degree, is it from Nigeria or from the United States?
This matter is in court.
No, because it will be good for a lot of the electors, millions of them who are watching right now who want to get clarity.
Yeah.
I mean, you owe that to the electorate, isn't it?
I do. And the electorate know that I went to school. They know that I went to school. They know that I went to school, and I have not misrepresented to anyone about my degrees.
What was your conversation? What did the president tell you on Friday?
Or another one. The reason why you end up with this, they say it's demonstration of crazy people. Right? There's another one. I don't know if all of you remember this. When you ask them simple question. Like I remember telling people, I said, have you noticed that now small thing they make Nigerians, let me use some Nigerians triggered, but you won't know why. Even some of us who live outside Nigeria, we are still suffering from the PTSD. I think they said that one is post-traumatic syndrome disorder. I don't know. Please spare me. PTSD, that's what they call them. If you touch them in a way and they snap, they may snap like they want to, because maybe some people who have been grabbed several times by the policemen raiding and all of that. Small question. Sir, how are you getting the money you are spending if you want to upset Nigerians? Simple question. They will just go into rage. Because people just pretend to be normal. Because you have to pretend to be normal before the society can say, okay, even if your actions and your act and everything doesn't really look normal. If you get small money, they will say, it's just all tempered. But who they sponsor you? As you get crazy people they lead, you have crazy people as mentors. So the crazy people who see them as their mentors as well. For example,
don't ever try that with me again. No, don't, please. You see me well. Don't ever. All right? I have a short fuse. Okay? Sorry. Don't. Sorry. Try it with others, don't. I won't just say right now, I will hit you hard, don't. And if anybody sent you to ask that question and gave you brand, go and tell them you got more than they bargained for.
Here you get. You got more than what you buy. What do you mean? Do you know who you are talking to? A lawyer, a former minister, a former this, a former that. Oh, that. We just want us to say, would they bankroll you? Now, the point I'm trying to make here is this. We know, say, Nigeria is a mad place. Some people want us to say it's a beautiful mad place. That will make them feel good. But some said, Baba, call on zoo. Said, okay. Some people, they don't mind you calling Nigeria zoo. But at least be kind enough to add something to make it look like it's nice. You know what I mean? Like beautiful zoo. Like, I don't know. Anything, Sha. Colorful zoo. Rich zoo. Or if you want to call it a prison, come on, don't call Nigeria prison. You have family there. Just find something nice before you call it prison. Call it open prison. Just something that makes people feel comfortable and say, we know. We know. What is the solution? I tell you, the solution is to break it up. Break it up. But it's not easy now because you don't want to break it up. That's why it's not easy. That's the reason why it's not going to be easy. If you agree, if I agree, if all of us agree, Baba, you go no say easy. Some people told me, say, Baba, the revolution will go last one day. If everybody say they want this thing, I say, I agree. So it's so easy. I don't need to go back and forth, this and that, and they do, you know what I mean, and they do this leg over and whatever. It's a straightforward question. I don't need to get mad. I don't need to speak grammar. What is the solution? Break it up. But it's so easy to say because it's easier if you want it. If you don't want it, and that one go to bring explanation, you know, perhaps, of course, maybe this or that, finding excuses. Forget that. That's like finding excuses. So the bottom line is that when we all know that those who are benefiting from this, they will continue to tell you that they have a way out. They just figured out another idea. They just did this, they just did that. All of that are just to keep you distracted, glued, and hopeful on nonsense. I told you something earlier. I said, do you know the meaning of prebendalism? I don't even know if I pronounce that right. But some of you be grammarians, especially those of you will be Facebook English police. I don't bring food, though. Come and help me. What is prebendalism? Prebendalism is referred to political system in which elected officials and government workers feel they have a right to a share of government revenues, and they use them to benefit supporters, co-religionists, and members of their ethnic groups, small clan, small praise singers that will go out there and say, if you see the road that they just built to Daura, it's better than the road I saw in Dubai. Small clan, small ethnic religionist groups who have access to power and they believe that they have right to take small. At least, if they work like this, you need to take small. It's okay. And this thing doesn't know any tribe or any religion, so that make her quickly break your heart there, so that you don't begin to say, na them, are you going na them? No. Prebendalism doesn't know tribe. Prebendalism doesn't know a religion. Prebendalism doesn't know class. Is rich, is poor, it doesn't matter. It is just that entitlement. And if you look at it very well, the place where they practice prebendalism is Nigeria. So if now you call, you no go do am. If now you be governor, you no go collect security votes. How many times people have asked you that question? When you say, what's be security vote? No security, but these guys are removing hundreds of millions of naira every month, pocketing the money, sharing it. You say, but if now you call, say, why is it that what Buhari spend millions of pounds sterling that he spent to come here to get medical access to medical care, and the over 24 billion that Buhari has budgeted for Aso Rock Clinic in the last 6 years alone? This is the 7th year. They are budgeting 21 billion. They budgeted 4 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. They are budgeting 21.4 billion, right? To build a specialist clinic of 14 bed called VIP clinic for all the visiting VIPs. Guess what? Abuja National Hospital is meant to have a VIP wing. Aso Rock Clinic is meant to have a state-of-the-art health facility. But guess what? They don't care. But they can bring him down here to London to come and have access to healthcare, prebendalism. Since he cannot have any, if now you will you trust? Many excuses. They say, if it's you, won't you go abroad for treatment? If it's you, I was like, are you guys serious? It's the president of your country. It's not me. It's not a private citizen. It's not going to use his money. The same way he used your money to build a hospital that they never built, and they steal the money. It's not even there. You don't know. You don't care. But the audacity to even use your money to come and get waiting in if you provide. But if now you if I'm president, I will go anywhere in the world. Prebendalism, the entitlement that says, I can take something for myself now. Say, wife of the governor, Your Excellency, ma. God bless you, ma. You have been a blessing. She's been wife of governor for 2 years. Oh, you have been a blessing, ma. On today is your birthday. We are giving you a 200 million naira car. Oh, we are giving you this. We are giving you that. And those who are giving the money, they were the lackeys, political anger-ons, those clannish, smaller group of people that feed from your money, and from the proceeds of that, they reward themselves in appreciation and expectation for more. Mother of the country, mother of the state, thank you so much, ma. If you see all the gifts that the wife of the governor collected, if you see how they are spraying now, the people spraying them, they are people who always have to return the following day to the different government posts to take back the money. They sprayed on the wife of the governor on her birthday. Oh, on the governor on his birthday. Oh, on the family of the wife of the governor on the burial of her mother. This and that, prebendalism. And when you talk, they say, about if now you call governor, yeah, governor like me now. My brother na your governor now, so kilo experts. If now your mama die and you are governor, people will give you gifts now. People will bring you not even spend anything. Meanwhile, on the hand, yeah, they already raised a circular for mama governor's burial. Prebendalism. Somebody can just wake up and say, yeah, I am going to send 5,000 people to Mecca from the government's money. And because it has to do with your religion and the rest of that, entitlement, nobody cares about anything else. Oh, he must be an holy man. He's sending 6,000 people to Mecca. Allah will bless him. He doesn't care. I mean, they don't care about healthcare. They don't care about good roads. They don't care about stable electricity. According to them, the guy is doing the will of Allah. He can then do his best on the rest. Prebendalism. Something I thought I should remind you of, in case if you want to understand exactly why criminals who made life for majority of Nigerians will continue to have their free will and freeway, as long as you and I don't see why we should team together. So if you hear this spark, boom, from northern Nigeria. My brothers and sisters, I've told you, put on your jogging shoe, put on your sneakers, get yourselves ready. Use every platform you know, every group you belong to. Tell them why it is time. Me, I the monitor like some of you, they monitor weather. Like some of you, they monitor cryptocurrency. Like some of you are monitoring stock. That is how I monitor political development in Nigeria and the neighboring place, so that if it do boom, it go just make a chapter in the book that I'm writing. I'm writing a book, trust me, right? So that I can give you the make I call them barometer, because I know if you use or we can call it a thermometer, right? Where if you want to be able to dip your finger and gauge the political temperature in Nigeria with other attaching components, yeah, you have to buy my book. Trust me, I don't talk about many of them on this on my platform many times. You get what I mean? So yeah, I am one of those who monitor that. I am not going to be 100% correct. At the same time, yeah, in my book, it is plus or minus one, because it's always accurate. Yeah, because most of the time it's about prepare. Don't join those that are going to say now their business to abeg go make no kill the vibe. It is going to happen. They have been pushed to the wall. The one homogeneous north they have been pushing is coming to an it's coming to an end. Buhari has exposed the lie, the pretense that they have held on to this while, where they've hidden behind all this while to perpetuate serious ethnic cleansing, economic destruction that were targeted at different ethnic nationalities in that northern Nigeria and across the country. So if they join tomorrow, please don't be like people who don't know how to keep a good what do you call it? Keep a good ornament when they see one. Don't join them. I will continue to tell you that there is so much. You see, somebody said I should make the name of the book, Gbogbo Breakfast. What about Gbogbo Breakfast? Just kidding. But when I'm ready, I'll go share them with you. We're going to do book reading. I will sit down here. And some of you will just sit down like, I won't buy this, your book. But trust me, I am going to write one, right? Because you need to know. You need to know how to understand that to study the political temperature of Nigeria, how people's mood swings, and why you should never be surprised, right? I say, don't be these people they fight yesterday. How come they don't change today? Some of us are not always surprised, right? So you get to know that more until we get to that point of no return, where the same people who have been doing this and getting away, hiding behind all of these differences that they know of us, to get away with all of this, right? Once we get to that point of no return where they push their luck too far, I want to be one of those you are going to be looking up to and say, now where everything don't blow, I will go and listen to Mayego, because it will be so important. Because you'll be like, he said it too. I didn't grab it then. You know what I mean? I like that. And there's a feeling, there's always this look on the face of people and say, I didn't know that. Okay. So thank you so much, my brothers and sisters from northern Nigeria who tuned in tonight. Una, thank you. Omoshola Odusonya, thank you so much for your super sticker on the screen. Same thing goes to Zeke. Thank you so much for your super chats and the super sticker as well. All right. So I'll work on that book. I want to write a book that is readable, enjoyable. But for now, you should all begin to look forward to my weekly releases, which I'm going to be releasing on diasporaradiointernational.com. I've resigned from work, but I was given a career break. So while I'm doing some studying for an examination that is so important career-wise, I am also going to be writing and publishing my views in a written form on diasporaradiointernational.com. So you'll begin to see a lot on that happening on that platform now. Also, I'm also going to have enough time now, okay, to work with all of you who have sent me a message at one time or another about joining the team DRI, Diaspora Radio International. Now I have the time to set everybody up from all over the world. All right. So we can work on that too. There's so much that I'm going to be doing. And for those of you who have been supporting, I'm very, very supportive of Mayegun's Diary Political. My diamond, platinum, premium, silver, gold members, those who actually pay to watch and listen to Mayegun all the time. They don't have to. You don't have to. But there are those who actually do pay to see Mayegun. And you can be one of them if you click on that plus sign at the side of your comment on YouTube. You will get the chance of either using the super sticker, super chat, and what have you. And you can be a member too. It is as little as £1.99 to be a silver member of Mayegun's Diary Political on YouTube. But the most important part of that is if I have over 1,600 of us watching, I think I should be able to have over 1,000 of you on YouTube, to give that thumb up under that video. And if you are just joining us, you can watch this broadcast from the beginning. Again, you don't need to watch the musical parts, all right? You can skip that and start watching from where you want to. I think it's a hit from the word go. And thank you so much to every one of you for tuning in. I'm going to see you some other time. Stay safe and good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní.